Oh, you're giving mummy a hug. That's very sweet. You're giving screen mummy a hug. That's lovely. All right. All right. Come back this way. Come back this way. Oh, come on, Chicky Muffin. Oh, you are a Chicky Muffin. Hey guys, it's Kat and I am back today to try to do my makeup with my toddler around. He's currently playing with my makeup in front of me. But the reason I thought I would do this, hello Chicky Muffin, who's that? Who's that? That's Sebastian. Hi, baby boy. The reason why I thought I'd do this, I had a couple of requests recently, and also when I did my Q&A when he was baby, I had a few requests of people being like, oh, how do you do like quick mum makeup? And today was a good day because he had a really short nap. He woke up while I was having a shower and didn't go back to sleep, did you? So we're up and I didn't have a chance to do any makeup. So these days I do put on a bit of makeup when he's having a nap. So his morning naps are generally fairly long enough for me to do a couple of things like get ready and, you know, do the dishes and hang out laundry. But when he was little, for the first 12 months of his life, he only had about half an hour nap. So by the time you make sure that he's down, I only really had 20 minutes to do anything. So in that sort of time, this is how I did my makeup really quickly. I also did want to point out that I feel like there's always judgment when you're a parent. No matter what you do, there's always someone telling you that you're doing the wrong thing. And I have experienced, and not too much, thank God, but I have experienced a little bit of people online being like, I can't believe you're wearing makeup. Do you even kiss your child because you wear lip products? Blah, 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 blah. And the answer is, yes, I do. If you can't wear lip products around a kid, you're wearing the wrong lip products for one. But I feel like there's always judgment whether you do or don't wear makeup. And for me, and I know a few other people out there, wearing a little bit of makeup just makes you feel sort of ready for the day. For me, it's sort of like the equivalent of putting on clean underpants and brushing my teeth. So for me, putting on a little bit of makeup just to sort of make me feel ready for the day is something that I do value. There has been some comments and messages that I've seen since he was born saying things like, oh, I can't believe you wear makeup. I couldn't wear makeup until my kid was 14 years old. And I'm like, well, good for you, but that like don't shame me for wanting to feel a little bit more like myself. I feel like when you have a kid, you lose so much of who you are. If you want to give up everything while you're raising a kid, including like your appearance and your identity and all that kind of stuff, then that's up to you. But I don't think people should judge and shame other people. I know. We're in the little square. I don't think people should judge and shame other people for wanting to wear a little bit of makeup. So me taking 5 or 10 minutes to do my makeup does not take away from me having food for my kid or, you know, clean and dry nappies or clothes. Like I do prioritize all those things, but I also do like to spend at least 10 minutes doing my skincare, brushing my teeth, flossing my teeth, and doing a bit of makeup. I was going to do this intro without the kid here, but he woke up too early from his nap, and so we're going to see if the camera survives this. I hope it does. He's already broken a ring light. So my kid wakes up at about between 4:30 and 5:30, so he's an early riser, which is a real pain in the ass, but it means that he goes down for his first nap, or generally his only nap, at about 9 o'clock. So he sleeps for about anywhere from an hour to 2 hours. So it gives me enough time to do my makeup these days. But like I said, for the first year of his life, he only had cat naps. He had multiple like little 20, 30, 40-minute naps. And it was much harder doing anything. So back when I couldn't actually do my makeup when he was having a nap, I used to just bring a little container of makeup. I've got quite a lot of stuff here because I thought I'd give some options, but I'd bring a container of makeup and I'd have that in his playroom, and while he's playing, I'll just spend 5 minutes doing my makeup. Now, the plan was to do that today, but he's too fascinated by the camera. So he's not actually playing in his playroom and letting me do my makeup. He's trying to press buttons and obviously play with the camera. So this is going to be a little bit harder. All right, I'm just going to get started anyway because I need to, if I don't mention the product specifically, you can grab a brush. You can grab a brush. It's all right. Oh, you can grab 3. That's fine. So if I don't mention the products specifically, I will have them listed in the description box. The things that I recommend the most are products that are like stick products or products that don't need any tools or are less inclined to like have fallout or anything like that. So with foundations, my 2 favorite things are pressed powder foundations and stick foundations, because you can sort of like easily just buff them on with like a buffing brush without too much hassle. I don't have any of those at the moment, so I've got a loose powder foundation. This is not ideal because again, it's a little bit messy, but it is quick and easy to do. And I feel like it provides enough coverage that I need on just like a quick sort of daily basis type thing. So I'm just going in with that, and you can see that it does sort of cover my redness, which is great. Lid on. Good boy. Excellent job. There you go. Do you want that one? It's all right. It's all right. You're upset that I didn't let you play with the powder. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, so I do need concealer for many reasons. This one by NARS I really love. I'll have my shade and everything in the description box. What I love about this one is it's not messy and you can apply it with your finger. So again, you don't need many tools. Again, this is just fingers, really easy. It applies over powder or cream or liquid, and it just sort of takes away some of my problem areas, and also the fact that I don't get enough sleep. You can powder that down, but because it is a matte finish, I'm just going to leave it. This is not really like long wearing budge proof makeup. It's just sort of like pick yourself up, feel a little bit better sort of makeup. So that's what that is. With face color products, again, sticks work really well because you can sort of just tap them on, blend them out with your finger. You do run a risk with sticks though of this. If your kid grabs it, they will enjoy taking a bite out of it. Don't worry, he didn't swallow it, but you do run that risk with sticks. Palettes are really good. So face palettes, if you want to do bronzer, blush, highlighter, a palette that has a mirror. This is just a Jaclyn Hill one. I was actually gifted this from a subscriber friend, which was really sweet. This one's got a great mirror, so you can do your products in it. It's got a bronzer and a blush. So I'm going to use the bronzer, same brush that I put my foundation on with. So again, I'm just using one face brush and I'll be using one eye brush. So it's just a little bit easier because I sort of have quite fair base. I do like to bronze a little bit just to add a little bit more warmth in. And again, this is a lot easier when you don't have a camera that's really tempting a toddler and you've got music playing and stuff like that. So they're not like running too much of a muck, but he always is. It is what it is. I'm actually going to use a different blush product because this is like a blush highlighter in one. So it's a lot easier. Again, it's just one step. I'm using the same brush as my foundation and the bronzer. And I'm just going to put this all over my cheeks. Where's my mirror? Here. So you get some color, but you also get some shine. And I'm just sort of putting that on really roughly. So again, because that's a shiny blush, you get the highlighter and you get the blush in one. So simple. All right, mate. When it comes to eyes, I do like to put something on my eyes. Again, I have redness from my dermatitis, which I like to cover. Now for a quick eye look, I like to use a cream product just because it's sort of like all-in-one product. You don't need a primer. You generally just need like one brush to apply it or your fingers, so it makes it a lot more simpler. This is sort of like a product in a tube with a doe foot applicator. This is a stick product, which is really handy. Stick products, you just have to draw them on, blend them out. Really, really good. Okay, let's read a book. Oink, 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 oink. It's a pig. Oink, 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 oink. No eggs here. Oh dear. My personal favorite is Groundwork Pro Longwear Paint Pot by MAC. You alright? Oh, it's not my dinosaur. All right, so kid's gone for a walk for 10 minutes with daddy. And that sort of defeats the purpose of showing you how to do your makeup with a toddler around or a baby around. But at the same time, having a camera here, having me talk to a camera instead of talking to him, is very artificial. Usually, like I said, we play music, he plays with toys, we play with Duplo, and I sort of just do my makeup in the mirror as I'm sort of playing and dancing with him. So it's a lot easier than this artificial setup, but at least now I can finish talking about the products and sort of why I choose them. So I'm going in with Groundwork just on a fluffy brush. Again, you can do your fingers. I just feel like this is a little bit easier. And this is sort of like quite a sheer color, but it sort of defines the eye, and it does, you'll see, cover up or at least blend in some of that redness so it doesn't look as obvious. If it wasn't for the dermatitis, which I am actually going to see a doctor about tomorrow, along with getting my vaccination, I would probably also opt for something quite shiny. There are some nice, really shiny sort of cream eyeshadow options. Anything shiny really highlights it. So I tend to stick to something that's a little bit more satin or matte. So you can see that that's just a really simple one and done eyeshadow step. So again, it's sort of like a primer and an eyeshadow in one step. And like, does it last all day? On me, it does, because the shade is so sort of similar to my skin tone and it's not super opaque. Any creasing doesn't really show up anyway. So it's just more of a way to sort of give a little definition and a little bit of color to the lid. This from Sigma, so again, I'll put the details in the description box, is a really nice shimmery one. So if you did want to go a little bit more shimmery, this is a sort of nice one. And again, I would probably put this all over the lid and just leave it if I didn't have the dermatitis, but because I do have the dermatitis, I'm just going to pop a little bit of that on the inner corner and again, just sort of blend in with the same brush. Usually I don't wear a liner on a daily basis, but if I was, I'd go in with a pencil or a liquid liner because again, it's just sort of easy having the tool and the product all in one, so you're not having to like use multiple hands. But I do feel like doing liner and a wing, unless your baby is sort of preoccupied and not sort of jumping all over you, you can definitely do it. But to get it even and looking good, I feel like is a bit risky. So I'm just going to go straight in with some mascara. So I've just gone in with mascara on the top lash line. So when I'm doing something very minimal, I like to just put it on the top lash line. Sometimes I'll accidentally go in with the bottom just through habit. And I don't like how it looks with the fleshy waterline. So that's when I have to go find a pencil and put a pencil in my waterline. So it's just about finding what works for your eye shape. And when I'm wearing minimal makeup, I like mascara just on the top lash line. Now, when it comes to brows, of course, brow pencil, easy. Again, you can just sort of fill it in really roughly. And I do like the ones that have the spoolie on them. So you've got the tool to sort of brush them through. I have had my eyebrows tattooed. So you can see that when I wear a little bit of makeup or it gets a bit of foundation on it, it sort of looks like it disappears. But when I'm wearing no makeup, my brows look fine. So I'm just going to take an M Cosmetics. This is the something. It'll be in the description box. I don't know. It's a little tinted brow product, and I'm just going to run them through just to add a little bit more color. Again, that sort of foundation or the powder tends to lighten the brows a bit, and I feel like I need to deepen them. Then lastly, lip products. If I go something nude, I quite like a tinted balm. This is just a Lanolips little sample, perfect nude tinted lip balm. So something that's just really easy. And again, if it gets on your baby, it's not a problem. Or I like to go something that's quite budge proof. And because I do like a bright lip, I feel like I can conquer the day with a bright lip. I'm going to demonstrate a lip stain. This is the Tony Moly Shocking Lip Stain, but these are the matte ones. These are fairly new. And this is in the shade 03. Again, you know, it's just a wand, so easy to do just as you're playing with your kid or just before you step outside the house, you can throw this on. So super simple, and the good thing about these, they last all day and they don't transfer. So if your kid's grabbing at your face or you want to give your kid a kiss, it's not going to transfer onto your kid, which is great. So just in conclusion, because I know that the start of this was really, really hectic, for base products, I like powder products or stick products because they're just the easiest to do. Foundations that require like pumping on the back of your hand and blending in and drying and setting, it's not really good for quick makeup, and it can be messy. Like all of a sudden, if your kid does something, you need to grab them, you can get foundation on them, it's messy. Then with face color products, I do think this is where palettes become quite handy because you can grab one product with a mirror, blush, bronzer, highlighter, do it all, use one brush. Like I literally use one brush for all my base products. Or of course you can use sort of multi-use products. So really shimmery blushes that double as a blush and highlight. So that just makes it a little bit easier. Then I do like cream products for the eyes just because it's a one and done step. You're not fussing around with primer and fallout and blending. It's literally just either blend with your finger, blend with one brush, and it's really, really simple. And then mascara, brows, and then a quick lip product. And yeah, tinted lip balms or a budge-proof color is great. Look, like I can kiss my kid. It's not a problem. So if you don't like to wear makeup, that is totally fine, whether you have a kid or not. There's no judgment there. There are definitely days where I choose to not put on any makeup. But if you're the kind of person that really likes the process of putting on makeup and likes how it makes you feel, I don't think you need to sacrifice that just because you have a kid. I feel like there's this perception out there that once you have a kid, you should give up your whole identity to raise that kid. And I think that's totally false. If you're like me and you feel like taking 5 to 10 to 15 to 20 minutes to do your makeup every day helps you feel more like yourself and makes you more ready to tackle the whirlwind that is a toddler, do it. Fuck the haters. There's always going to be mums that judge because they don't prioritize the same things that you do, but that's none of their concern. You rock that red lip or that sparkly eyeshadow and enjoy yourself. So this is how I've been doing it the past 15 months and it's been working well for me. Unless I've got a camera around and I'm not paying attention to my kid, then it doesn't work so well for me. So hopefully that was a little bit helpful for people that maybe have had a baby or have a toddler and want to start wearing a little bit more makeup just to sort of feel like themselves again. Or if you're pregnant and you're worried that like your whole identity is going to go with having a kid, it really doesn't have to. It's just about multitasking and being able to juggle a kid as well as doing this. And this is also how I did my makeup when my kid was like a newborn and he wouldn't go down to sleep in a bassinet or a cot during the day. He had to sleep on my lap. So I would just keep my little tub of makeup on my coffee table. And as soon as he's having a nap, I would just sort of have the TV on, watch a Netflix show and do my makeup. And that's how I always sort of inserted that little quick routine into being a mother. Anyway, I'm going to get going now because I've got laundry to do and a kitchen to clean and a toy room to clean. But now I can do it with a red lip and feel like I have at least a slight element of control over my life. So I'll see you guys in the next one. And yeah, all the details will be in the description box because it was a bit of a shit show, which sums up my life right now. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.